So, I am Dr. Sushan Lal Babu, Assistant Professor of Aerospace Department, Arunya University. Today I am going to take a lecture on the topic Unmanned Aircraft Systems, an introduction to unmanned aircraft systems. So, first we will explain, we will go through some basic terminologies, basic definitions, uh, some sort of terms. So, what is unmanned aircraft? Very familiar. That means unmanned. That word itself it explains what this unmanned aircraft means. Unmanned means there is no human part, or there is no man, or there is no pilot. Okay, so that air crew or pilot is replaced with a computer systems and a radio link. Okay, that is what is called unmanned aircraft. Next is remote controlled aircraft. So remote controlled aircraft, everyone might have experienced with a remote control aircraft. Okay, from the figure, it is very clear that a person who is having a remote control is with the help of that remote control, he's guiding that particular airplane. So what he can do, he can using that remote control, he can make flight above, top, or bottom, or he can make it ascent or descent, or he can turn to right or left. We know that. And what is the speciality means one thing we have to specify is that remote control aircraft means it has to be that the aircraft has to fly within the vicinity or site of operator. Okay, it cannot go beyond the site of operator. Okay, that is not possible. That is the one condition for a remote control aircraft. Next, we'll explain drone. Drone aircraft. So drone aircraft means it can move out of the sight of the operator. That is the difference from the remote controlled aircraft. Okay, and but drone doesn't have any intelligence. It won't send any data in between the operation. Once it start flying, you can recover it only after coming back. Means once it come back means we can recover the data what saved inside the system, and it will fly according to the program what program we fed into the system. According to that program, that course or that pathways, it will fly. In between, it won't communicate anything, it won't share any data. After coming back or recovering, we can take the data from that. So it can fly beyond the sight of the operator, but it is having zero intelligence. Next is remotely piloted vehicle. Remotely piloted, we are piloting or controlling that vehicle from a remote area. That is the thing. But what they did, remotely piloted vehicle, they made a name, change the name to unmanned air vehicle, specifically unmanned air vehicle, because it is related to air, because it is flowing in air, not on land based or water based. So there are remotely we can machines which we can operate remotely on land, on water. So this is specifically in air. So we call it as unmanned air vehicle. Okay. Next is uninhibited air vehicle. So uninhibited means there is no human habitation. That is the basic understanding of that uninhibited. But what they are saying is that even though it is uninhabited or there is no human direct intervention, but in this somewhere in that particular operation chain, human has to be there, because, for example, in control station, some human has to be there to program it or to control if we can control during the course of flight. Then human is giving instructions. Okay, human can give instructions. Some are there which is very intelligent and which can take decisions. Okay, but anyway, some human intervention, without any human intervention, it's not possible. Okay, that is what they are saying. Unmanned aircraft vehicle. Okay, so unmanned aircraft vehicle, what we explained is uninhibited aircraft. So next is unmanned aircraft vehicle. So what is this? There is no much difference between the names, but specific things are there that we have to note it down. Unmanned aircraft vehicle, it is having intelligence. It is having a brain. It has automatic intelligence. It can communicate with the control station or controller. That means how it is communicating. It can send the housekeeping data, for example, payload data, what data it is covered, or using this imaging sensor or camera, whatever data it stored or captured, it can send. In between the flight operation, it can send it, and it can send the details of the position, airspeed, heading, at what altitude it is flying, what is the fuel quantity remaining, what is the temperature, surrounding temperature. So these all things it can communicate with the controller. So it is having an intelligence. Real-time information can be shared. Okay, and in between, it can take corrective actions in case of low battery, in case of crosswind, what to do, what not to do, what communication is lost means. It can come if communication or not. There is no communication means the program is there. If no communication or if communication loss detected means this program has to run. So that means it will automatically it will select that program or that mode. Okay, and it will return safely. Or low battery, you have to return back. That mode is there. That operate that particular program is there. It will automatically it will start running. So that is what they are saying. More intelligent UAV can be programmed in such a way that to respond. If that happens, do this. If that happens with low battery happens, do that. You have to immediately return to the airport or recovery station. Hmm. That is what it is having. It can take corrective measures in between the operation. That is the difference. And are made onboard decisions. It can take its own decision using artificial intelligence. That is what unmanned aircraft vehicle. Next is unmanned aircraft system. Okay, so what are the systems surrounding or related to this particular entire for the work, complete functioning or proper functioning of the entire system? What are the components needed? So aircraft is a component, and the controller who is sitting at the control station is also a system. It's part of the system. Okay, so uh, so what is the difference between the manned aircraft system and unmanned aircraft system? Only the difference is that unmanned aircraft system means there is no human presence in the aircraft. Manned aircraft system means there is a human presence in the aircraft. And so similarities are more. Only this is the difference. Others all are similar with the manned aircraft system. It has to have landing area. It has to have what takeoff areas. It has to have what communication systems. It has to have that recovery systems. It has to have support systems. Okay, and some of same in both manned and unmanned systems. And UAS must also be considered as a part of local or global air transport aviation environment with its rules, regulations, and disciplines. Okay, so unmanned aircraft systems are generally used to denote the aircraft element of UAS. And these are some of the subsystems included. The aircraft, its payload, control station, aircraft launch and recovery subsystems, and support subsystems, communication subsystems, transport subsystems. These are subsystems included in the unmanned aircraft system. Thank you.